the main thing for me is the fact that I haven't talked to my son in going on 2 years. I mean, I would really like to be able to contact my son via phone. I mean, I don't see the problem in it. And I also want to state for the record that I didn't manipulate anybody or backdoor communicate with anybody.
For the court, for the purpose of reviewing defendant father's parenting time, this hearing is being conducted via Zoom. Present is Attorney Missy Gorski, representing the plaintiff mother, Kendall Toll. Ms. Toll is present. In addition, defendant father Eric Sims is also present. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Parties have conferred with Ms. LaPrade from the front of the court this morning, who is recommending that the current order continue. Father stating he is next on the list for therapeutic visitation. The prior order of the court was that the defendant father have therapeutic parenting time at Family Counseling Shelter Services. Hopefully next on the list, Mr. Sims, are they saying what, in the next week or two? Do you have any idea when you'll be at the top of that list? Mr. Sims? Here's Mr. Sims has froze up. Okay, the Ms. LaPrade from the front of the court, with whom you conferred this morning, has provided the court the following recommendation. The recommendation states that you are next on the list for therapeutic visitation with Family Counseling Shelter Services. Mike, the court's question is, where are you? Did they say that you'll be, we can do this next week, 2 weeks? We give you any time frame?
No, so I check in with them typically once a week, and they don't have an exact answer as to when I'm actually going to start. And the reason is because they don't currently have a person that does therapeutic visitation, but they said that they will for certain hire somebody before the end of July, because otherwise they're going to lose federal, state, and local grant money for those types of services. So
that's very disappointing. We need another agency in this community to provide this service. The court's always concerned when there's a separation between between a child and a parent. Have you had any phone contact with your son?
No, I mean, that's why I asked the friend of the court to be, or the referee, to be able to come in front of you today. I have a kid working with me that's actually friends with my kid, and he told my son that he just found out this about a month ago that he had found out that Caleb's dad is his boss, and Caleb couldn't believe it, so he sent a video of me to the kid, and Caleb had said that he was emotional after seeing that video and that he missed me. And I mean, I really feel like there's no reason I shouldn't be able to at least call, text, or FaceTime my child. I could understand the desire to have therapeutic visitation or supervised visitation before I actually have my kid alone in my own care. But as far as communication via phone, I mean, there's no reason I shouldn't be able to talk to my kid. I mean, this is just getting drawn out way too far. It's almost 2 years since I've seen my son.
Well, the court has the same concerns. Unfortunately, this agency is short-staffed. Did you discuss that with Ms. LaPrade this morning?
I did.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Zagorski, is your client opposed to any FaceTime with a minor child?
Well, she is, Judge. You'll recall that you suggested to Mr. Sims that he find another agency of Family Counseling and Shelter Services couldn't accommodate him quickly enough, and he declined to do that. In the meantime, he did, in a very manipulative manner, used one of Caleb's friends to send him a video of himself. And this exacerbated the problem. Caleb was very emotional. He was angry and confused. He was in tears. And my client didn't know what to do except for to tell him that she was trying to get some help so that they could work through this. Mr. Sims should not have done that. He did not have the authority of this court. His contact was supposed to be in a therapeutic setting. And unfortunately, he's making things go backward instead of forward when he does that. It was not successful. It was very hard for Caleb. And I would ask him not to do that again. He shouldn't be using one of Caleb's friends to get to him, through the back door. So I think that the therapeutic visitation is more necessary now than ever because of that stunt.
Is Caleb still in individual counseling?
Kendall, is he still in counseling?
He's not right now, no.
Why not? Yeah, obviously he needs to be. The court's going to order that he engage in counseling. I mean, obviously he's got to restore his relationship with his dad. And if he's upset because of a video, the court agrees that Mr. Sims should not have done that. The backdoor attempt to contact the son, it creates confusion, but the child should be in counseling so that he can address these issues. No reason why he should be, and obviously the issue of that nature simply compound his issues. So the courts can order Ms. Toll that you immediately enroll Caleb in counseling.
I will do that.
Covered by insurance. All right, Mr. Sims, the court's inclined to adopt this recommendation, but the court will give you a specific date. I don't want you to have to renotice this. I want to keep this on the court has concerns about the length of time you've been without physical contact with your son, Caleb. Are you still on probation, Mr. Sims?
Yeah, as of what my probation officer states, I should be getting released next month.
Okay, and have you completed an anger management counseling program?
Not anger management, but I completed MRT program.
Okay, I'm not sure what that is. That do they address anger management issues?
Yeah, that was part of the program.
Right. So you anticipate being successfully discharged from probation in August?
Yeah, as of August 2nd, I'll be up for early discharge.
Right. All right. Of course, inclined to adopt the recommendation, Mr. Sims, Missy Gorski, that we still move forward with the therapeutic counseling. Hopefully that'll be real soon. The court will add two things, that the mother immediately enroll Caleb in counseling, individual counseling, to help to restore the relationship between son and the child and his father. And the court will set this for a specific review date rather than require the parties to renotice it. That can be difficult on Mr. Sims to renotice it. So we'll set it for another hearing. Ms. LePembe suggests late August, early September. It's hard to say when.
I think Ms. Sigorski was willing to do the renotice after there was 6 visits. So that was kind of the thought process. But I would say that if they're hoping to have someone by end of July, I would say mid-September, mid to late September.
Well, I appreciate that, Ms. Gorski. You wouldn't renotice, but it may be easier just to get it on the docket now, because reaching out for 6 weeks could be another 3 or 4 weeks thereafter. So let's look at the dates. Maybe the 10th or 11th or 17th or 18th of September. September. Yeah. The 10th or 11th or 17th or 18th. I'm sorry. How about the 17th of September? How about September 17th at 8:30? Is everyone available?
That's fine.
So, Mr. Sims, we're going to just keep on our docket. The court wants nothing more than to reestablish a relationship between you and your son, Caleb. So we're going to set for review September 17th, 2024. And hopefully you will have gotten those therapeutic sessions. And of course, trying to recall, is that going to be once a week? Mr. Gorski, remember the prior order? Did that, I'm trying to recall what the prior order provided for, or is that in the discretion of the agency?
I would hope that it's once a week, but I don't think that Your Honor put a requirement in terms of frequency.
I believe so. I believe we left that at the discretion of the agency.
Okay. Okay. So, Mr. Sims, when the agency contacts you, tell them you'd like to that you would like to have weekly sessions with your son, and we'll leave it to their discretion if things are going well and they can accommodate that. The court would like to see that once a week. Right. Anything further this morning, Ms. Gorski?
No, thank you.
Right, Mr. Sims, do you have any other concerns or questions this morning?
Yeah, I mean, the main thing for me is the fact that I haven't talked to my son in going on 2 years. I mean, I would really like to be able to contact my son via phone. I mean, I don't see the problem in it. And I also want to state for the record that I didn't manipulate anybody or backdoor communicate with anybody. My employee that is friends with my kid and plays sports with my kid was excited to share with my son that he is working for Caleb's dad. Like, that had nothing to do with me. The only reason there was a video was because Caleb had stated no way, and so the kid took a video and sent it to Caleb.
So who sent it, you or this third party?
The third party sent the video after he had stated that he had just found out that he's working for Caleb's dad, and Caleb said, "What? No way." And then the kid sent a video to prove to him that he was working with Caleb's dad. And Caleb said that he was emotional over that and that he missed me. And I asked that child and his mom if I could have screenshots of that conversation, and they said they didn't want to be any part of Miss Lewis's drama. So unfortunately, I couldn't provide screenshot proof of that conversation. But that was really interesting twist that Ms. Gorski put on it this morning.
Judge, these are children. Mr. Sims knows the court's order. And he is in the video saying, "Miss you, son, love you." Caleb doesn't need to see that through his best friend, another 13-year-old. It's completely inappropriate.
That kid's 14, turns 15 in November.
Okay, a 14-year-old.
All right, well, that's, Ms. Tola, I want you to make phone calls this week, get that counseling scheduled for Caleb ASAP.
I will
And
do that.
The court would anticipate there'd be written reports. Ms. Gorski, if you can secure a written report from that counselor when we come back. So we need to move forward. The longer we separate dad and child, the more difficult it is.
Okay, will do.
All right, that will conclude this hearing. Everyone can zoom out. Mr. Sims, let's just be patient. We're moving in that direction. The court is bound determined to reunify you and your son. So hopefully we can make some real progress when we come back in September.
Yeah.
All right, everyone can zoom out.
Thank you.
September 17th, 8:30. Thank you, Mr. Brad.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I didn't know that this was my child until today. I didn't find out that she was pregnant until 4 or 5 months because she was already in another relationship. She didn't even know who her baby daddy was. If she was pregnant and had chlamydia, I didn't give it to her. So she had to be in another relationship.